At some point, all of us would have dreamed of reading people's minds for sure. You know that only by reading their body language, it is very easy to grasp what individuals are holding back. We, humans, pick up plenty of signs of body language that we are actively taught. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the 8 great psychological tips for reading the body language of someone. 1. Crossed arms. In general, people are seen with crossed arms and even crossed legs that strongly indicate that the individual is not into what the speaker says. Listeners may pretend to be vigilant and able to understand clearly. Body language, however, is what speaks the truth. According to psychologists, it indicates the mental, physical and emotional occlusion of the person from the current scenario when an individual crosses arms and legs. The most interesting thing is that it is not deliberate, which is why it unfolds so much. 2. Forward leaning. This is also another body language that is used frequently. The simplest way to decode this is, the closer you get, the more interested you are. This posture means that the topic on which the discussion is going on is interested in him/her. If leaning forward is paired with a real smile and nodding, it is an obvious way of non-verbally agreeing. The listener's positive postures during a communication could trigger the vivacity of the speaker, and he/she would feel that the listener is receptive, friendly, and truly approachable. 3. Frequent glances at the clock isn't a good sign. If one happens to look at the clock often during a conversation, then there may be several explanations why he/she might not be interested, wants to end the conversation soon, or doesn't understand anything that's being said. The fact that he/she is in a rush can be a constructive approach to this action. 4. Stepping back is not a good sign. If you speak to a person and if the listener steps back quickly, then that typically means that what you said at that stage made them uncomfortable, or they are not interested in that topic, and they want to get out of the situation. This conduct highly demotivates the speaker, often they feel rejected. If the speaker encounters this behavior, they will mostly not open themselves in the future in front of that particular individual. 5. Eye crinkles only with a real smile. When people smile, their faces might lie, but they don't have eyes. Authentic smiles often hit the eyes, resulting in the skin being creased to form crow's feet on the face of the person. People sometimes smile just to conceal their ideas, emotions and feelings. One should take a look at their eyes to see if the audience sees the crow's feet on the corners to know if a person is genuinely smiling or not. If so, then it's an authentic smile, and if not, then there is a high possibility of hiding something. 6. Eyes don't lie, they are the mirror of our inner soul. At least once, we must have all said, "Look me in the eye when you talk to me." Well, let's talk about why we had to hear this then. When looking in someone's eye, people do not lie, although certain people most frequently purposely keep eye contact to persuade others that they are telling the truth even though they are not. To a point where it becomes awkward, most people maintain eye contact. If the person you speak to is completely still and doesn't blink, they're most likely lying. 7. Raised eyebrows indicate discomfort. 3 primary emotions, namely, fear, surprise, and concern, during a conversation, resulting in raised eyebrows. In general, there is no trace of worry, surprise, or fear during unfavorable interactions or heated debates, so that may mean that there is something fishy. 8. Excessive nodding indicates their eagerness for approval. Listeners usually nod too much. This suggests that they want to have a positive effect on the speaker. Positive in the sense that they want to persuade the speaker that they are crystal clear on their agenda. Many listeners assume that the speaker will doubt their ability to obey the directions if they do not nod regularly, or the information given by the speaker is not correctly interpreted by the listener. So if anyone nods too often, then it's best to be wary of them. 9. Don't run away from small talk. You might feel awkward with small talk. It can, however, give you the chance to get acquainted with the other person. In normal circumstances, small talk allows you to observe how an individual acts. You can then use it to reliably detect any conduct that is out of the ordinary as a benchmark. 10. Scan the person's overall behavior. We sometimes presume that if a specific action is performed, such as looking down during a conversation on the floor, it means that the individual is nervous or anxious. But if you are already acquainted with a person, when he or she looks down on the floor, you will know if the person avoids eye contact or is only relaxing. 11. Notice the words and tone used. Try to remember the words they use when you speak to them. If they say, "This is my second promotion," they want you to realize that they have already won a promotion as well. Just guess what? These kinds of individuals rely on others to improve their self-image. They want them to be rewarded by you so that they feel good about themselves. How to read people is one of the most important things you can know. It makes you open to the struggles and desires of the individuals around you. To further improve your EQ, it is an ability that you can learn. The good news is that everybody has the ability to read people, that includes you. The thing is, you just have to know what you need to look for. Thank you for being with us to the end. You can be anywhere in the world now and you chose to stay with us, we truly appreciate it.